Our time now for this week's Eco Venture segment, where we take a look at how the push towards going green is impacting businesses, consumers and investors. The smart grid sector is gaining interest as governments globally push for more sustainable and efficient energy solutions. Channel News Asia's Rachel Kelly joins us now with more.
Hello, and we're throwing the spotlight on smart grids this week. In its simplest form, a smart grid is a technological upgrade of traditional power grids. It uses broadband technology within a house to connect to a smart meter using sensors to monitor the flow of electricity from appliances. This allows consumers to work out how much electricity they use and at what rate. Right now, a smart meter can cost about $200 in America, but it's estimated to help customers save up to 20% on their monthly electricity bills. The technology is still new in Asia, and some say more policy and legislation is needed to help push smart grids forward in the region. I spoke to Dr. Raman from the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. He told me that while countries such as China and Indonesia and Singapore may have different approaches bringing on board a smart grid, the technology is expected to take off here in the not-too-distant future.
So my prognosis is, next 3 to 5 years, things will shake out. Some countries will focus more on the smart meter. Some will focus more on the sensors which make appliances function smartly. Some will focus on the generation so that the wind energy, which is highly intermittent, can be easily absorbed into the network. Some will, if you have a solar panel on your rooftop, some smart grid components will link the rooftop solar panel and your appliance together.
South Korea in June agreed with the U.S. to develop a smart grid technology, and China is making a multi-billion-dollar investment into smart grids. Over in the U.S., an electric company in Maine this week submitted an application for stimulus funding to bring a smart grid technologies to its customers. That's because there's a more than $4 billion worth of funding in the U.S. being pumped out by the U.S. Department of Energy in a competitive process for smart grid investments. Motor companies, too, are tapping into the growing sector. Motor giant Ford has just announced this week that it's testing the industry's first vehicle-to-electric grid communications and control systems, allowing its future electric vehicles to charge in a cost-effective manner.
If you'd like more on that story, check out Rachel's blog on channelnewsasia.com.